Perfect.
Get him, B. Get him, B.
Hey.
All right. What's up, Cowboy Nation, Cowboy Headquarters, and America team? And here we are. We going deep tonight, baby. We 5 deep. We subject to get pulled over because we riding 5 deep, but that's all right. We gonna mash the gas tonight, baby. So welcome to the Cowboy Hunter. Here we are. I'm sitting here with some heavy hitters. I got a new guy on here tonight. He changed his name from Be Too Real to Ricky Bobby. And what Ricky Bobby always say?
Can't see me. You're not first, you're last.
And then below me we got below me we got PR Cowboy. Then we got Allow Me to Butt In Sports. And then we got 21 Armando 21. Yeah, that's what we are tonight, y'all. That's how we're gonna roll tonight. So we want to say thank you to everybody that's been a part of this channel and that's been following us. And we just want to say thank you, because without you, none of this is possible. So, Hey, let's do this thing, man, and let's get ready to get into this thing. And let's talk some Dallas Cowboy football. I don't know how y'all feel, but I'm fired up, man. I am fired up. Let's go. Give it up, baby. Woo! Yes, sir. How about them Cowboys, baby? Woo! That's what's up, man. So listen. Man, how y'all feeling, man? How's everybody feeling after that 49-29 win? Woo!
Lovely.
Feels great, right? Yeah.
All right. We get to keep talking our shit, so it's always good.
Yes, sir, we do. And you already know the only way you can keep the haters quiet is keep winning.
Keep on winning.
Keep on winning. Yeah. Ricky Bobby, what's up with you, baby? Talk to us.
Well, I prayed to sweet baby Jesus, 8 pound, 6 ounce Jesus.
I like the Christmas version best.
Yeah. We pulled out the dub Sunday, man, and it was amazing. I was at the tailgate, and hey, man, it was so loud. We wasn't even on the parking lot. We were on the parking lot behind the stadium, and we heard the crowd going crazy when something happened. And so we knew that something was about to happen, and we saw it probably a couple seconds later on the TV screen. But man, Sunday game was amazing. I had to rewatch it because I missed so much being there and watching the game. Man, it was just so much going on, but it was an amazing game, amazing experience.
Yes, sir. That's what's up, man. I'm glad you got a chance to experience that, man. But I know we was deep. I know we always coming deep, man. So I know you guys was representing out there, and all those Chicago Bears, I guess.
A lot of Bears.
Was it really?
It was a lot. It was a lot of Bears.
Yeah. Wow. 21 Armando 21. What's up with you, partner?
Hey, we're ready, man. Ready for this bye. We get some rest. We get the Cowboys to rest and heal up. So it's always a good bye, man. Especially at this time in the season. I think it's a perfect bye. We got a big game coming up. So so I'm ready. I'm excited.
Right, for sure, for sure. PR Cowboys is back with us again, and we sure appreciate him coming in and hanging out with us, man. So that's great feeling. So, hey, what's up, PR Cowboy? What you know good, baby?
Man, just like Mono said, just great feeling putting up that many points before the bye, get ready for McCarthy's homecoming and to Green Bay and get some of these guys healed up. Like Mono said, excited time.
Yeah, that's a perfect timing, man. That's perfect time for that body to come in. And my dude, man, I love when this dude come on because he always got good content, man. So let's give it up for Allow Me to Buddy in Sports. What's up with you, baby?
Man, I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling. I appreciate y'all having me again. It's always fun chopping it up with you guys, man. I can't wait. It's always a good time on a Wednesday night, man. If I can get here, I do everything I can to be here.
Right on,
man. I appreciate y'all having me.
Yeah, we appreciate you coming in, and if we got a comment from somebody from the outside.
Hey, the big Cowboy Chris.
There he is, the big fella.
Yeah, he won't be able to participate tonight, but I'm sure he'd definitely have his comments coming in. He got something going on, so we understand, but we keep the show going. He hit me up and told me, hey man, I ain't gonna be able to make it, but we're gonna keep it going. So we know he here. He is here, right?
300-pounder. Yes, he is.
He's here. So,
okay.
Yeah, handle your business, Big Chris. We got this. We're going to hold it down for you, make you proud tonight. How about that? So, yeah, man, we got everybody in the house. We got that kid, Dalton 2006 in the house. Mike is on his way. Cowboy Babe 22. Hello. We got to give a big shout out to her. Track Hawk. Tell them again, Reckham Tech. How about that?
Hook 'em, baby. Hook 'em. We still in it.
Yeah, we got Larry Glass.
I'm literally headed to Kansas tomorrow. I'm going to Kansas tomorrow. I'll be in Manhattan. So if you're in Manhattan, watch out. I'll be talking my mess. I'll be talking my mess in Manhattan Saturday, prime time, 6:00. Believe it.
Okay, that's what's up, man. We got Elijah Bangs in the house. And hey, man, we just appreciate everybody being here, man, because we got a lot to talk about, man. Let's get right on into this thing, man. Let's talk about it. So here we are, man. We pulled off the win against the Chicago Bears, 49-29. So I guess first thing first, I guess we might need to go right into these stats and let's see what we got going on. So basically, what it looks like, we're 6-2. We're 6-2. With a 6-2 record, sitting on our bye week, and not a bad deal. What y'all think about that?
I don't think anybody on this panel would have said we would have been 6-2 with Cooper Rush at the helm. Nobody would have said we would have been sitting pretty right now. I don't think so, man. So it's a good feeling. We laid back. Shout out Cooper Rush keeping us afloat. So it's a good feeling.
Yeah, for sure. It definitely was. So let's look at this, man. Yeah, Cooper Rush did it. We got to give a big shout out to Cooper Rush, man. He did exactly what we needed him to do, man, to get us to this point right now. It's like, being in a comeback. You want to get, you got destinations you're trying to get to. He got us exactly where we needed to get to. So we appreciate Cooper Rush for what he's done. So let's look at this stats right now, man. Right now we know that Dak went for 21 for 27, guys, for 250 yards, 2 TDs and 1 interception. Is that something that we should be proud of, or were we expecting more? What do you guys think about that?
I'm good with that. We talked about it when he came back after the injury. That 30 pass attempts or less, 30 to 25 pass attempts.
Yeah,
I'm good with that game plan right there.
Man, that's damn near perfect percentage right there. 21 for 27.
You know what? When I seen Dak run that first one in, it kind of gave me that, okay, Dak is back. Dak, this is the Dak that we wanted to see. He hit him with that RPO, so it was like, okay, he's doing his move. So I was happy to see Dak. That interception, I was a little bit upset because it was I don't think he should have threw the ball, but
it was an ugly one.
He got picked. So you gotta be careful with those interceptions. Got to be smart, make those right decisions. But overall, I think Dak had a good game. I think this is what we kind of expected. Obviously he had big help from the run game, so it was a good game, I think.
For sure. So we got Tony Pollard here. He had 14 for 131 yards, and that's going to be a topic. So with 3, and now I say 1, I said 3 TDs. Dak had 5 carries for 34 yards with a TD. Malik Davis had 8 carries for 23 yards. Cavante Turpin had 1 for 11, and CeeDee Lamb had 1 for 11. On the receiving end, CeeDee Lamb was 5 for 77. Dalton Schultz was 6 for 74. Michael Gallup was 4 for 49. And then we had Malik Davis, 2 for 18. Tony Pollard, 1 for 16. Peyton Hendershot was 2 for 15. Jake Ferguson was 1-1 for a touchdown. So that's where we are, man, as far as what our boys look like. So, you know. So, but that being said, so now that that's stats, let's talk about this, man. Let's talk about this, man. So,
the great debate.
The great debate or rebate. Hell, I'm gonna say rebate. You get more from a rebate than a debate.
we need a rebate off of Zeke because Zeke holding that money.
Oh my God! Oh, here we go.
Is that part of the interruption right there, bro?
Well, hello, Mikey from AZ from 520. What's up, buddy?
I'm glorious. Our team got a dub. They still haven't played a complete game. And I pity the team that runs into the buzzsaw. That is my football team, the Dallas Cowboys. How are you guys?
Lovely, man. Lovely,
right,
bro.
Lovely.
So I guess the question is, let's talk about this first. Tony Pollard, his interview, his evaluation would definitely get the attention of other teams. So what you guys saw, we're going to start with you. Allow me to butt in, Rue. And let me ask you, how do you feel about his performance, and where will that take him from what we've seen so far? As far as somebody else pick him up, you keep him?
I have zero doubt in my mind that they're going to figure out a way to keep him because they'll be able to figure out what they're going to do with him.
You're so selfish.
I have zero doubt they're going to be able to keep him.
He's the conductor of the Tony Pollard train, I swear.
Hey, it is what it is. The man's putting up the numbers. He's averaging 9 yards a carry, three tubs on you. I mean, it is what it is. I did want to say one thing about Dak Prescott and what we had in this game. Albeit I understand that we just played the Bears, okay? But this man is coming off an injury to his throwing hand. It's only his second game back. That Chicago defense, had you told me before the game and we saw before we saw anything and you told me that the Chicago Bears put up 29 points, a lot of people would have told me we lost that game. But the fact of the matter is we came out, we scored 4 touchdowns in the very beginning of the game, and this man distributed the ball. I mean, think about these stats that you just talked about. We got CD with 5, Schultz with 6, Gallup with 4 catches, Davis with 2, and then like you're getting these other tight ends involved, and it's nice to see that he's distributing the ball this way. The interception was an ugly interception, but he's moving this ball around, and that's nice to see. I get it. It was Chicago. I'll take it with a grain of salt. But if I do this against Green Bay secondary, I'm feasting. I'm feasting if I'm doing this against Green Bay secondary.
For sure.
When it comes to Tony Pollard, I'm not on the get rid of Zeke bandwagon. I'm not on I'm not on any of that. What I am on,
you bid on it.
I have. What I am on is we need to see more of Tony Pollard. He needs to be way more involved. And that's exactly what I've been saying from jump. I'm not saying get rid of the man, but what I am saying is I need to see more of 20 than I'm seeing a 21. And it's apparent when you're giving him the opportunities. The bottom line is you can run 22, you can run 23, you can run 21. You can keep both of them on the field and still do what you're doing. Just look at what San Francisco does with their offense. They get everybody involved in all aspects of the game. All I'm saying is this man has entirely too much talent to be ignored and to be overshadowed by somebody like Zeke.
Oh, he won't for long. He won't be ignored for long.
But that's funny. That's funny you say San Francisco because that's been our argument on how to use Tony Pollard. But I got to give it to Kellen Moore. That whole the touchdown run, that was a Mike Shanahan special with the whole razzle dazzle, and then you pull the guard and you have the quarterback walk it in. Like that's Mike Shanahan to a T. And no, Mike Shanahan, his son.
Kyle.
So that's crazy you say that. All right, guys. And then is this the Dak Prescott Steeler game where Dak Prescott finally took the game from Tony Romo? Where is this where uh Antonio Pallardo took Zeke Elliott's job? Is this the game, or do we need to see more games?
Well, we're going to get to that. But I want to hear what Ricky Bobby have to say as far as this performance that he saw on Sunday. We're going to
let me take a sip of my Mountain Blue Powerade. So refreshing. Mountain Blue Powerade. Tony Pollard versus the station wagon.
The family wagon.
Family wagon. So
the Griswold.
He's a station wagon now.
The station
with the
wagon,
panels.
man.
That's what Chris.
With the wood panels. With
It's the station wagon and the race car.
He
right?
dependable though. He dependable.
He's dependable.
He gonna get you. He gonna get you from Florida all the way to California.
So
Wally World, Jack.
Going into the game, I knew that this would be the topic of a conversation, right? Everybody knows I play fantasy football. So I knew that Chicago would give up a lot of yards. I knew that they would give up a lot of yards. And I played Tony Pollard in my lineups.
No,
he did great for me. He did 36. He gave me 36. 2 touchdowns. Anyway,
19 carries.
I'm gonna agree with Mr. Ruth down in the corner. And what I'm agreeing with is this. We ought to see more Tony Pollard. I think 14 carries. I think 14 carries is exceptional for Tony Pollard. I think 23 carries for Zeke is even better. 23, 14 is what I would love to see because
shit, you ain't gonna throw the ball.
Yeah, we don't need to throw the ball.
We're a running team. That is what we are. We are a running play action team. That is what we are.
That's what we are. And I think it's funny. I think it's hilarious with Dallas Cowboy fans when Dak Prescott throws Troy Aikman numbers and they're crying about it. But Troy Aikman's accomplishments speak for themselves. So what do you want?
My thing is this: who would we throw it to? Would we throw it to CD Lamb? Would we throw it to Michael Gallup? Who Odell Beckham is not on the roster yet, so we can't throw it to him.
Hey, Steven Jones said
I'm sticking with the run. I'm sticking with the run because that's where we've been successful.
Yeah,
right.
They told me I was gonna get Brandon Cooks too.
I think that
Odell Beckham's not a free agent. Is a free agent. So
yeah.
So let's go.
Sorry, Brandon.
21 Armando, what do you think about the performance of Tony Pollard and what does his future look like?
Man, that's tough, man. That's tough.
It is tough.
It's tough because we've been seeing what the Joneses have been doing, which is nothing. So my thing is when it comes down, are we gonna pay this man? Are we gonna go? So what's gonna be the end result? But obviously, I love what Pollard did. What we're not talking about is that what I see that we're not talking about is that. Do you guys see how Zeke and Pollard have a great relationship? How they back each other up and they high five each other, and and that's what I like. I like that, and I like that.
This whole team.
He was the number one fan that day. Zeke was the number one fan
this
that
whole
day.
team is like this.
This
whole team has each other's back. You don't see that, dude. This whole team, like I told you, that last preseason game said it all, bro. This whole team is like that.
Yeah, and I like it. You see Micah, you see Dak talking to each other, and they're out there having fun, and that's what looks good, because you're out there having fun and winning games, man. That's it. I hope this continues throughout the season.
Yeah, so true.
But at the end of the day, I'm a big fan of both. I want to see the both. I want to see that combo. That combo, it's working. If it's not broken, why fix it?
Why?
Yep, and you're right. And I'm with Ricky Bobby on that. The 20 to 15 touches. He hit it right on the spot. I play DraftKings. I And we thought the same thing. So did everybody else that played Tony Pollard Sunday on their roster on DraftKings, because a lot of people did, and everybody knew the game plan. That's what it was going to be. And the thing about it, we need both of them if we're going to make a run. We do need both of them. They complement each other. If you look, even Malik Davis, you don't think if he would have got a few more carries, he would have broke some too? Because he was close.
Yeah.
And, one more point was there was a very important play where Malik Davis was in on a 3rd and long passing down, and they brought a blitz stunt, and he picked up that guy right up in the middle.
Yes.
You think Tony's going to pick up that? You think Tony's going to pick that up?
I think so. He had his moments. I think they coached him up not to be in those moments, and they spotted us 3 touchdowns, so it was very easy for him. You know what I mean? Yeah. What would you think? Because we have to do this scenario since the Bears gave up the most rushing yards, and they gave up the most rushing yards. What would have Zeke done in this game?
We don't know. I think I don't know if Zeke would have had that burst like Pollard.
Hell no.
But the thing about Zeke is his 4 to 5 yards carries that bruises that defense and wears them down at the end of games.
It does.
That's gonna help Pollard even more, because at the end of games he's gonna break those home runs. He's gonna hit that home run. So that's where they complement each other.
So here's the deal, and we're talking about the Zeke and Pollard situation, because right now, as it's told right now, basically.
It's funny how we forgot about the Cooper Rush and Dak deal. Now
we've moved on. Hey, dude, it's the young and the restless, Bubba. Right? It's the young and the restless.
What have you done for me lately?
So, right, exactly. So, according to Deadspin got a report out here. Basically, what it says, despite 4 years remaining on Zeke's contract after 2022, Dallas has an outbuilt in this season. After this season, the dead cap hit would be a tad under 12 million, but that's pennies compared to what it would have had the Cowboys cut Zeke prior to the 2022 season, which would have been 30 million. This opt-out was created in case of an emergency, in case Elliott was no longer needed. So it's a possibility, guys.
No, it's on the wall.
It's a possibility. So, and I say that to say this. Now, they can keep Pollard. They can say, Pollard, we're going to sign you to a $12 million franchise tag. He could take that. But at the same time, or they can put all their eggs in one basket and say, we're going to keep Pollard and Zeke.
Do you think they're restructured? Do you think they're restructured?
You know what? I don't think they're going to go to bed with no running backs. I think if we invest most in our line, we could get a running back. I'm sorry. The running back position has been devalued, but we'd be better off investing in our line and getting a running back in the second round and up. Zeke was a once-in-a-lifetime player, but, we can only get so much tussling out of this.
Yeah. That's where we are. Do we want to? So the question is, do we want to make Tony Pollard after this season your number one running back? We don't know how Jerry's thinking, but so let's use that question right there. Then, so let's use that question. PR Cowboy, would you make Tony Pollard your number one running back, or would you?
I wouldn't make him my number one, but I would definitely still have to complement him with somebody in a 2-back system. I wouldn't make him a 20 to 25 carry guy.
All right. Okay. So, with that being said, so allow me to butt in. Real, what do you think?
Honestly, I think we're asking the wrong question because
say it.
Because I really don't think the question is whether or not they're going to keep Tony. The question is, are they going to keep Zeke?
Oh, they're not keeping.
That is the question. That is the question. I mean,
it's for me. I don't know if Zeke doesn't figure out some kind of restructure with his contract. That's why I believe they'll keep both, because I don't think that Zeke. I think that Zeke understands that at the end of this year, he's probably going to have to restructure. He's going to take less money, and they're going to figure out how to keep them both. If he wants to stay here and if he wants to stay as a Dallas Cowboy, because I don't think that the league is going to be clamoring to come and pay Ezekiel Elliott.
No,
I could be wrong about that, but I don't think that they
taking him.
I would
Let's
like
go,
to say
Brandon.
something. I don't know
Let's
if
go,
anybody
Brandon.
else. I don't know if anybody else saw how gassed Tony Pollard was.
On 14 carries, was
On
Boy,
14 carries.
I mean, he ran.
But he was
he ran,
busting.
Bubba.
Loaded.
Yeah, he
He
was
ran,
busting.
Listen,
130
listen.
yards,
I
though.
understand all the. It was 131 yards, right? I get that, but 14 carries over 4 quarters. Yeah, that's not what we're going to be trying to do
Exactly.
as a running offense. We have to have a sustainable 20 carry, 17, 18 carry guy, 19 carry guy game. And 14 is kind of light.
But at this
To be
point, dude, we can look at the draft. I mean, like you said, running back's position has diminished in terms of value. If
for sure.
just because we get rid of Zeke or whatever, it's not like these are the only options. Once this year is done, it's done. You can easily replace something and make this backfield even better. You can find running back talent all over the draft, late in it, early in it, deep in it, in the middle of it. Doesn't really matter. You can find it. So I'm not like, it's not a huge concern for me at the end of the day, regardless of what they do, whether they keep Tony Pollard.
What's
or not.
not a huge concern?
What's a concern for you at the beginning of the day?
A concern for me at the beginning of the day is that we use the weapons that we have in abundance, because it's obvious that we have them. That's what I want.
That was a good back, man, boy.
So,
hey guys, before the thing, because we're on the subject and attrition and already using the gas mileage of a great running back and segueing into Emmitt Smith and him breaking the record and what it did to touch you and where were you at when you saw this, because I know I'm going backwards with this, but we do have to acknowledge 22 is still all time and nobody's gonna touch this and touch that at all. It's just because we're on the subject of running back.
Yeah, no, I think that record stands. I think the closest one was Adrian Peterson. I think he was the closest one, and so
Frank Gore. Frank Gore is third.
Frank Gore was third. So that record, I think, is going to be. I don't even think. What do they call him? Derrick Henry. I don't even think he's going to get close to it.
But going to Brandon's point, like he said, like look at Derrick Henry still doing what he's doing, and
on a losing ass team.
Well, yeah, but he's still. I mean, you want that guy, right, Brandon? That's what you're saying. We still want that guy,
right?
For that,
we still want a lead back. We still want a lead back. Tony Pollard is a great back. He's the race car. I love him.
Yeah,
but Tony Pollard is not a lead back. He's a back that we can use in the flats. We can. He's very versatile. He's versatile in.
Tell me why though. Why is he not? Why could he not?
He is a filling appetizer. He's not the T-bone. He is.
Well, he's not a lead back for a couple of reasons, Ru.
So let me
ask.
Not a
lead back.
I want to know why.
He's not a lead back because, for one, his blocking is terrible. For two, he's very, very light. He's a light guy. So
him and Kamara weigh the same. Him and Alvin Kamara weigh the exact same.
But they're not built the same.
Look. They're not built the same. He's not proven.
Giannis Antetokounmpo and Kevin Durant weigh the same as well. But we all know they're not the same.
Yeah, but they're not that different in height. Yeah, I mean, it's just like
you actually said the name. I still can't say
Giannis
Antetokounmpo. Go back to the first game and why Dak Prescott had to miss those games.
Whoa! Hey, is Chris in the building?
We're gonna put it on. We're gonna put it all on the running back. We're not gonna put anything on that young offensive.
No, that offensive line was bad, but like you gotta stand your ground. If you saw Malik Davis stood his ground, and I love Pollard. I'm with you, Tony. You should be like more involved.
This is something
you got me on the blocking. I'll give you the blocking. He's not the best blocker in the world. You got me on the blocking. But when it comes to everything else, the man can lead a backfield.
And that's the question. Yeah. And you're right.
Passing out of the backfield. Are you choosing Zeke or you choosing Tony?
Of course, I'm choosing Zeke, but that's the only situation.
You just named two. Passing out of the backfield passing out of the backfield and blocking. Those are
But
two
you're telling
things.
me you can't have them both on the field when you're doing that? When you're passing out of
I'm
the
not
back?
saying
Yeah,
we're talking about offensive usage. We're not talking about field play percentage usage. We're talking about
the huddle.
using them. Well, I would rather.
I got what you're saying. I really do understand.
And
I just
opinion.
feel like Tony deserves more respect, especially for the simple fact that it seems like
I'm
everybody
not
counts him out.
disrespecting Tony.
Birdman.
Tony will get us upfield. Tony will get us in the red zone. Tony will do a lot of things offensively for us, but there are some things that he's not a lead back quality of.
Hey, but dude, he has been the biggest spark and has the most splash plays on our team this season. We can't deny that at all. And I'm a Zeke guy. Like, he is our splash. He has the most 30 young runs plus in our team and in our division, for that matter, even our conference.
But you're right. But to Brandon's point, the 15 touches, that's where the 15 touches comes
Well,
in. Where
look,
he can.
he's capable of being number one. He's just not proven. How about that? You good with that?
Yeah, well, and that's the truth. And here's the deal. You know, I heard something what Jeff Kavanaugh said. And he said, you know, there's so many running backs out there. And we're saying that we can't have a running back if he can't block. But we have to understand what he was saying is a running back was meant to run the ball. And what he was saying, he said, just because Tony Pollard is not able to make those blocks, it's not like he can't be a check down running back. That's one way you can get rid of the ball. Don't expect him to pick up those blitzes as we expect him, because you can always put him in a check down, and the quarterback has to get rid of the ball. So,
yes, sir.
We can't say that he's
But
not
we're talking about
because he can't block like Zeke, but he will fit somebody's program, and I believe he will.
I don't think we're talking about star. I think we're talking about lead backs. I think that's what we're talking about. I think we're talking about.
Yeah, but this is the thing. He can be a lead back. He could probably be a lead back. Look at Christian McCaffrey. He's not that much bigger than Tony Pollard. It depends on how you plan on using. Not everybody runs like Zeke.
But comparing people to the 49ers and what they do, and another 49er reference is it's kind of unfair considering the scientists that they have.
It's just like we was talking about the basketball player. We're trying to match up the sizes. They're about the same size. So it depends on what system he goes into. You know, it's all about how and where a person plays that he's either great or he's a bust. You know, so I know we're saying that, well, he can't be a starting quarterback, a running back, because he's not a blocker. You know, like Jeff Kavanaugh said, why do we have to pick him because he's not the greatest blocker? Put him in a check down where, you know, he runs a little flat, a little flare, whatever, to get to release that blitz off of the quarterback. But I agree with what he's saying is we can't put him in the same category as Zeke, because Zeke is a better blocker. He can probably play somewhere else and be great. You know, that's a Kamara. I'm sure he's not the greatest blocker, but it's how he's being used. Just my opinion.
At the end of the day, we can probably all agree that Pollard is going to be a big part where we need, if we're going to get where we're going to go, he needs to be.
He needs to be implemented.
Show what he did Sunday. Yeah, we need more of that too. Yeah.
Right. We even got Jalen Tolbert sightings this week, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Rue is happy about that. Rue is happy.
I am, man.
Hey, but with this, the things we have right now, what's going on with us right now, they call this rich people problems. And we got rich people problems, you know what I'm saying? Like, we got a little bit of too much of good things, and that's a good thing. Where'd Brandon go?
Brandon somewhere out there playing with.
Probably still.
Hey, Mondo, I've been noticing your drip, homeboy. You got me on Fanatics today buying 2 hats. So I got something for that ass, bro. Oh, I got something for that ass. I was like, hopefully he doesn't have this one.
I don't know, man. I'm trying to keep up with Rue over there. Ruby having some different ones over there too.
Shoot, man.
Dude, I got that Emmett Lightning Bolt one. I got dibs on the Emmett Lightning Bolt one. I got it.
Oh, you got, hey, that's a nice one. I saw that one.
Which one?
The Emmitt Smith,
the Lightning Bolt one.
Oh, the
old
Emmett
Reebok
Bolt
one.
I got it.
So let's get into this, guys. So let's get into this and let's do our take on Dak and his performance. I mean, it's something that we've been waiting on to see. We've been waiting to see if, when was this offense going to pick up? And I always question why don't our offense look like Buffalo? Why don't our offense look like Kansas City? But this past Sunday, and I know it's the Bears, but last time I checked, they was a professional team, so I'm not going to keep using that excuse. But they actually put up 49 points. So what is your observation? We'll start with 21 Armando. As far as Dak and this offense, what did you see, and what are your pros and cons about what you saw?
Like I think we talked about it earlier before the show. Dak looked good. Dak looked good in this offense. He was running that RPO, and that's what we kind of wanted to see. And my thing is, the offense was this the Kellen Moore? This is the Kellen Moore we were hoping to see. He was in his bag. So I hope he continues to be in his bag. This is the Kellen Moore we expected to see against the Niners, and we didn't see. But this offense running with Dak, I love it, man. It's different. It looks like a little bit more fast paced. When we had Cooper Rush, it was more of a just a complimentary football. With Dak, it's you're running the RPOs and it's looking good, man. I'm excited to see more. I'm excited to see him against the Eagles. That's what I want to see.
Yeah. Be too real. What do you? Well, Ricky Bobby.
So I changed it back.
He changed it back.
So what do you think about what you observed with Dak and this offense on last Sunday?
Well, I mean, there's a certain leadership quality Dak brings to the offense that we don't get outside of him, and I think that was very visible Sunday. And then the one thing that I was the most excited about was that we did not have to rely on Brett Maher Sunday. We were able to move upfield. We were able to get in the red zone. We were able to convert third downs. We were able to do a lot of things. And I really was impressed with the third down conversions because I looked up the stat that we have for third down conversions, and we've attempted 98 throughout the season, and we've only converted 37. So we're at a 37% conversion.
We went 9 and 11.
Right, and that was amazing on Sunday. So I really appreciate them being able to move upfield, convert third downs, make adjustments in that offense that we was having problems with. I would like to see more, I guess, inside slant route passes. I don't really.
Gallup looked good.
He did. He looked real good.
Yes.
And so, and just to kind of back the train up just a bit, I would like to see Tony Pollard in the receiving game a little bit more too, because I think that his connection with Dak is pretty good. I mean,
yeah.
I appreciated Dak and he played good. The interception is what it is. But other than that, 49 points, that's more than we've put up all season. We've been consistently 1-1 with Cooper Rush. Last week we didn't. I mean, against the Eagles, we didn't do too well. But excuse me, it was consistent to what we had been doing, and so we knew we had to put our foot on their neck, and we did that.
Yeah, PR Cowboy, what do you think about the observation of Dak and his offense that we saw Sunday?
Yeah, and be too real, hit it right on the dot. Like I said, I like to hurry up at the beginning, get the offense flowing. Scoring touchdowns, not field goals. I'm with them on that. Let's see a little bit more of Pollard in the open field, and maybe even Turpin. Get them ball in the open field and let them do their thing. And we talked about it, right? The defense wasn't at its best, and that's when this offense needs to step up like it did right there. It's put up those points. There's going to be, like we said before, we feel like it's a well-rounded group because when the offense wasn't doing as well, the defense was stepping up, the special teams was stepping up. It was offense turn this week, so it's good to see that compliment football. Like, hey, we pick you up this week. We got you. We're going to score these touchdowns. in the red zone. So it was real nice to see.
Yeah.
But the defensive effort and the 240 yards, yes, you got to give credit to the Bears, but they played like that because that's what the offense allowed them to be. Dan Quinn backed it up, and I know they ripped the runs, and I know they're getting killed for the run game effort, but that was just residue of what the offense was doing and letting them kill their own clock.
Oh yeah, but like you said, the Bears still put up 29 points. So with Rush, would you needed that? Would he be able to put that many points back there? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, I take 7 away because that was a pick.
Yeah, no.
That was a pick and a bogus call. I'm sorry, that was a bogus call, and there was 14 points on the board. That honestly isn't the defense's fault. Why it happened, but that I don't know. I'm not going to absolve the points were on the board, but the defensive effort wasn't as bad. Everybody's killing the defense for they can't stop the run. They can't stop the run. Yes, Hank is going to get some time, but the way they were playing was the residue of what Dak Prescott brings to the table, and he brought 28 points in the first half.
Yeah, and that's what you want to see because
that's exactly what you want to see.
Like we said, like what we say before, like if we get into one of these matchups in the playoffs where the offense is not on or the defense is not on, you want to see these other groups step up and pick up the team because you're going to need them in the playoffs. At some point, something's going to happen like that, and you're going to need it.
Because sustainability on the offense is not going to be every single week, and sustainable on the defense is not going. Like we ain't gonna be able to count on defense every week to balance out. We won't be able to do that. That's crazy to think that we will be able to depend on them every week. Especially Jordan Lewis was out. We had a couple injuries, and we needed the offense to do what the offense did. D-Law, he was kind of.
He had a clear shot. He had 2 of them.
He had 3. He had 3.
Bad angles.
Boy is a good.
Bad angles. Yeah, bad angles.
But that boy good though. That boy good.
I want to ask Rue real quick before we change the topic. I want to give everybody an opportunity before we go too far. But Rue, also as far as this Dak and this offense, what was your observation on what you saw?
Bottom line is, man, this team is a running football team. The man had 6 incompletions all game long. And I gotta love the fact that he's distributing the football, man. That's really the biggest thing I gotta take away, man. You're distributing the football.
Yeah.
I would like to see Pollard get more involved in the offense, and not to mention we did have a Turpin sighting in this game too.
Hey. Yeah, we did.
Cowboys, Chris.
Yeah, we did. Go ahead.
But we even had a Turpin sighting in this game. So it's just like, and I'd like to see more of that if I'm being totally honest. But it's just like, dude, let's not forget this man just sat out 6 weeks with an injury. Like I'm just, he's getting in his groove. It was the perfect 2 games to come back to. You got to play the worst defense in the league in the Lions, and then you got to play the Bears, who aren't that far behind him, who are basically giving their entire team away at this point, except for the offensive side of the ball for whatever reason. And then the beauty of it is you come back out of the bye and you get an admirable challenge. The Packers are exactly who I thought they would be, an under 500 football team. But you get to play the Packers. So it's just like it's finally kind of coming together. And it's like by the end of this season, if Dak throws for 3,500 yards, he has 30 touchdowns or whatever, or 25 touchdowns by the end of the season. With these weapons that everybody told me he ain't got no weapons, he got nobody to throw to. CD's not really a number 1 receiver. What are we going to be saying about Dak Prescott if he's sitting there at 14-2? Because you tell me where the loss is on this schedule.
So what you're saying, it's good to see this. It's refreshing
nice
to see what we're seeing. And I don't think none of us are complaining, but it's great because we know we have started off slow.
I didn't expect 300 plus in his first 2 games back. I did not.
Right. So let's get
a total of 12 incompletions. In 2 games, he had 12 incompletions.
Yeah, for sure. So let's get to the big fella. Big fella, what's going on with you? I see you was able to step in on us.
Yeah, man. Look, I've been watching the whole show and everything, and Mikey finally drew me off sides, and I had to hit the ball.
Always, baby. Always.
He drew me off sides. He gave me the hard count, and I just had to give my little quick few minutes and I'll let y'all go with the show because I'm loving it, man. It's wonderful to see it on that side. And I was just like, man, Rue, Hookem, Pete, how you doing? B2 Real on fire. The great Armando 21, and hell, that damn Mikey know how to draw the big fella outsides every damn time. Okay, and this is what drew me outside. It was just like, well, it really don't matter that the defense gave up over 200 yards rushing. We still won the game, and we scored 49 points.
I just do it. I do it.
This is what drew me outside when he said that. When we played the Rams in the playoff, they ran for 200 yards and they kicked our ass. When last year when the 49ers beat us, they ran for 200 yards, they kicked our ass. So what I'm upset about is I don't give a damn how many points we scored. I need to shut the other team down at all costs. Okay, so if Cowboy fans keep overlooking our run defense, it's gonna cost us when it needs to. Us. That's all I'm saying. Quit overlooking this, bro. That's why I got into it on Facebook with a TikTok guy because they say I'm never happy about our wins. I am happy about our wins, but I'm a big Cowboy fan. I'm looking at every play. I watch the games, bro, and this can come and bite us in the end. If we can't stop these people from running the damn ball, they're gonna kick our ass when it counts. That's all I'm saying. So Cowboy fans, quit trying to say, hey, we won anyway. Yes, we did win. Congratulations, we won. But we gave up 200 yards rushing. If we give up 200 yards rushing against the for the Eagles in the playoffs or against the Niners in the playoffs, where are we gonna be? Just like I am on the damn couch. That's what's gonna happen.
Hey, real quick, if it makes you feel any better, and I know this isn't a whole lot to hold on to, but Michael Gelkin put out a stat about Hankins, the guy we just picked up. Okay. When Hankins was on the field, now mind you, Hankins is a big boy, so he's only going to get so much work. But in the times that he was on the field, Herbert and Montgomery both combined for less than 50 yards. When he left, it was over 100 and a touchdown.
That's why Tristan Hill is gone.
It's world changing, but it is a step in the right direction, and it was only his first game.
That's right.
So it's just something to keep in mind. Maybe they found something to maybe stuff this run a little bit.
Well, Rue, I got a rebuttal for that. Every time they got big yards, they got them on the outside. Okay, the run option. So they wasn't running at the big fella at that time. I mean, every time that they needed the first down and everything, they needed to read out to the outside, and they got outside and got the first down. So I do like your stat. I appreciate your stat. But you know, as like everybody else, the eye test still don't lie. Okay,
you're not wrong. You're not wrong. It's just I'm trying to hold on to something positive about my run defense. That's one good thing I could take away from it. So it's like I'm gonna hold on to that for as long as I can until because it's not like they threw the ball. They couldn't throw the damn ball.
Well,
you got to remember where they're rated too. They are rated with top 3 rushing in the NFL. So.
They can't throw the ball.
And they just did this to Bill Belichick. They had 3 yards more. Hey, but Chris, can I ask you a question real quick?
Yes.
You know that touchdown that our boy Marcus Parsons picked up? Who caused that fumble, Mr. Christopher? Who went downfield? Man. I just want to know, Mr. Christopher.
So you are a typical Cowboy fan. You pick out one play, and then the person is the greatest of all time. So I'm gonna answer your question. Number 55, Hernandez caused a fumble. So he made one play in the game, and then all of a sudden he's valuable now. Why do you think they put number 33?
I was trying to save that for later, Chris. We're talking about that.
Yeah.
So, hey, Gary, I'm sorry I had to jump in real quick because hey, I love when Mikey draw me outsides. But
hey, bro. Hey, that's what I'm here for, big dog.
I'll see y'all soon, man. I just want to jump in quick, man. I love the show. I'm gonna keep watching, man. Peace.
All right, that's what's up. That's what's up. And that brought up a good question about the Nathan Hankins role, man. I mean, this guy only played several snaps, and I agree with Rue. The man made a difference. He drew a double team, and then not only that, off of a double team, he was able to make a tackle off the double team. So when you got a one technique like that's drawing a double team, he's freeing up your linebackers. So I think I agree with you. I think that this will get better with time once he, again, when you got a defensive lineman, it's easy. Just sack the quarterback or get the guy with the ball. It's a lot easier. But once he learns the technique and the schemes, we're going to probably see more from Nathan Hankins. So,
isn't it Johnathan Hankins?
I mean, what did I say? Oh, Johnathan. I forgot to put the J-O-H on there. Johnathan. Johnathan. Yeah. So
you changed the name on the back.
Johnathan, not Nathan, Johnathan. But but just seeing the time that he did put on the field, man, he made a difference. He made a difference. So again, like you said,
that 95 looked good on him. It reminded me of Ferguson.
It's big.
Yeah.
Damn, it's big. That's a big old 95.
You remember when the Bill Parcells era came and he brought that big Jason Ferguson from the Jets? He looked like Jason Ferguson to me.
Man, tell me about it. Tell me about it. So, and when we're talking about the run game, we got to remember that Chicago, I think, is ranked third as far as rushing. And I agree with Chris. We do need to try to stop the run game.
I think the majority of that running is Justin Fields.
Yeah, exactly. No. Exactly. And a lot of that started with Tank Lawrence just taking bad angles. Yeah. I mean, you always got to attack the outside shoulders. Like, okay, come on, Tank. You've seen this several times, but, it is what it is. It happens. But, again, I really do think Johnathan Hankins' role will increase. I really do. I think his role will increase. So, here we are, guys. November 1st has passed, and let's ask the people from Cowboy Huddle about this. So we know that the Cowboys didn't make any major moves, and everybody was looking for a receiver.
Do the boo, G. Do the boo. Boo. Do it.
You want the, but they didn't make any. They didn't make any major moves. So I guess the crowd is. So with that being said, guys, how y'all feel about not making any major moves? PR Cowboy, what you think? I mean, how you feeling about that?
I'm not surprised. I mean, if you're surprised about that, I mean, Steven has shown in the past, right? Besides the Amari Cooper move, when we were under 500, he made that move, right? So we're winning now. He made the Johnathan Hankins trade, under the radar kind of move. And, that's about as far as you're probably going to get from him. So, and it's kind of weird too with, Jerry making his comments like, oh, I'm getting too old. And, I got to, if you get the Jerry from the past, he's going to go out there and make what the Dolphins did, right? Get that Bradley Chubb. And we talked about it last week. I was hoping for Roquan Smith to shore up that linebacker position in our defense. That's what I was hoping for. But, at the same time, I'm kind of glad we probably didn't do nothing crazy because in the past, we have not been good with our trading. I mean, we gave up Amari Cooper for a 5th round and Claypool got shipped to the Bears for a 2nd round.
That's terrible.
I don't know if you remember what we gave up for Joey Galloway and Roy Williams and stuff like that. So, it is what it is. I like the team where we're at. And, I'm not surprised at all.
Felicia Carley said she's glad that they didn't get another receiver. What do you say about that, B2 Real?
I'm not glad that they didn't get another receiver. I wanted them to do it, especially since I've been holding my tongue on as far as trade deadline and this and that because the big fella, I'm calling him out, said we were holding on to $20 million for week number 9 so that we can get us a receiver. He's been saying it all year, and he was wrong. He said that, and I believed it, and I held on to it for dear life, and it didn't happen. So I'm not excited that we didn't make any major moves. I really was looking forward to a DJ Moore. I put him on my fantasy lineup too this weekend, and we didn't get him. We didn't get nobody, and I'm not sold on CD being number 1. I'm not. So I really was looking for some kind of addition to our offense to give us some push forward. But it is what it is. We won the Salary Bowl this year, I guess.
So, 21 Mondo, what do you think? I mean, how do you feel about no major moves?
I'm not. You know what? I'm happy with what we got. I would have been happy if we would have went out there and got another receiver, a big, kind of help CD out. I think I'm like Brandon. I'm not sold on CD being a 1. I think he needs a big body on the other side, to kind of complement him and help him out. So, but we're good with what we got. We see it, so it's not a good thing, but I'm not gonna lie. I was on Twitter, I kept refreshing, hoping I saw something and I didn't see shit. So
yeah.
So it is what it is. We kind of knew, especially with the Joneses, they kind of always just they throw a little bait out there and just kind of wave it around.
Keep us in the news. Yeah. Exactly. So, Ru, what do you think, man? Are you surprised or are you okay that we didn't make any major moves?
The biggest thing that they've been talking about like the last few days has been Brandon Cooks. All I've been hearing on every side, on every little thing is Brandon Cooks. But at the end of the day, Brandon Cooks next season is guaranteed $18 million.
Yes, sir.
That's
the problem with that is I'm not trying to pay Brandon Cooks $18 million.
No.
So there's that. The other thing is the Joneses are tight, and we all know this. They are tight. They are cheap. They are the kings of using the Texas tax law as a negotiating tool. Like, let's be real here.
And the popularity.
Yeah, like you're gonna make so much money as a Dallas Cowboy, son. Like, I mean, it's typical. And it's just annoying because it's like, dude, we're in a situation right now where my only saving grace is I'm hoping Jay Wash comes back out of the bye week. Right? I'm hoping
Jay Wash.
One of these guys pulls it together. One of these young guys maybe pulls it together and starts clicking with this offense. Because if I'm really expecting myself to get through January with, just what I have, it's like, man, I hope. But the only thing that is also lingering out there in the wind, you do still have the option of OBJ. And if he's cheap enough, maybe, but I mean, you got some big issues coming up here next year with the cap, because the bottom line is Dak Prescott is the number 2 cap hit in the entire league next year at $49 million.
Skyline. Cap.
PR Cowboy, what do you think, man? How you feel about no major moves not being taken?
Yeah, I mean, those guys, I mean, you're a little bit different from me. I think I'm more with Chris, where I was looking to upgrade the linebacker position with Roquan Smith. That was my number 1 target, hoping with that. Because like you said it before, we're a running team, right? So
yes.
So we're gonna, I think, and then we got the 2 young tight ends plus Schultz. So yeah. I think that's what we're gonna roll. I think we got weapons there with what we got, what our formula is. This offensive line, their strength is the rush, is the running attack. So
yeah,
I think, and then you're gonna get into the playoffs. Like we were saying, what if our run defense, what Chris said, so what becomes our best defense of that is keeping the other offense off the field. We run the ball, time of possession, keep them off the field. That's our best defense.
Yeah. Yeah. So Mike,
not with the gas Tony Pollard, we can't.
I think I blocked the Roquan Smith thing out of my head because I wanted him too. He ended up in Baltimore.
What was his compensation? A second and a fifth?
A fifth, yep.
Second and a fifth. But he's about to get paid. That's what it is. He's about to get paid.
He's going to get paid. If you're a rental player, we couldn't afford him next year. It would have been good. But look, all right, of course, the Rams won the Super Bowl by saying, fuck them picks, right? But fuck them pigs don't look too good. And but last time I checked, the Rams had the most irrelevant Super Bowl win that we forgot about. I don't think we remember the damn fucking Super Bowl game, and we don't want to turn that in. But with the Cowboys, if we go fuck them pigs and win one more Super Bowl, that Super Bowl isn't just one Super Bowl. It means 6 Super Bowls for us. So what's the value?
It changed the conversation, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Hey, dude, we would be incorrigible. People would hate us even more. It'd be great.
The Rams got OBJ for $750,000 last season, and he got it all. He got it all in Bitcoin. So they really got him for a whole lot cheaper.
Yeah.
And our picks are, dude, like it or not, our front office is fire when it comes to scouting and picking, we don't miss. So our picks are very valuable to us.
Ain't
That
willing to
$18
play.
million cap for Brandon Cooks is too damn much. We don't do that. If we didn't pay Amari Cooper, which is a better technically sound wide receiver with continuity with our quarterback, what made us think we were going to get a downfield guy that we were just going to throw the ball to? There's nothing that said anything special about Brandon Cooks to me. Stephen Jones left it open on 104.3 The Fan about, yes, maybe we weren't going to make a trade, but there was somebody out there implying that we could get OBJ. OBJ won't be available till December. And then something else we're forgetting. Our plus multiplier is Dak Prescott, and he just came out of a magnificent game, and he's only going to get better. We look good with 3 tight ends on the field. I don't know about y'all, but when we playing 11 personnel, I like that shit.
Yeah.
What do you think about that, Brandon? Because I see you shaking your head, big dog.
I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it.
Well, here's the deal where I'm thinking about it. I'm not surprised we didn't make any major moves for a receiver due to the fact, why are we even talking about receiver when we had a receiver?
Thank you.
Why are we
literally
reaching for a receiver?
Yep.
See, that would make Jerry look really, really foolish for him to go pay $18 million for a receiver when you had one you could have probably gave $18 million to keep here. So I'm not surprised that they didn't make the move. And if you really look at what we saw
you think Amari Cooper would have stayed for a 1-year contract
for $18 million?
We didn't have to get rid of him.
And we really didn't. We just decided to get rid of him.
We know what it is. It was personal.
He hasn't been re-signed.
It was personal.
It was personal. We all knew it, yeah.
So with that being said, Jerry was not going to go out his way and go get a receiver. Now, he may go get a OBJ due to the fact that he took those big coins. He probably get, and he's with blockchain.com now, so he probably give him some of that stock too. So we'll definitely get him pretty cheap. But look
would he make a difference?
Say that again.
Well, do you think he'll make it broken? Yeah.
And that's where I'm going with that, because look at our offense, man. Our offense actually execute with 2 receivers and a tight end. Basically, that's our offense.
They did. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
We use our tight end just like a wide receiver. We had one formation. We had 3 tight ends lined up out wide. And, so how are you going to give Brandon Cook, OBJ the ball when you got James Wash, you still got Cavante Turpin? We're not even using those guys. We're not using Jalen Tolbert. So, but we're going to go out and reach and get another receiver. So, personally, the reason I think they didn't do it because I don't think Jerry wanted that mud in his face.
Yeah. And the way they were emphasizing, on getting the ball to Michael Gallup, and it was working on single coverage. Let's work with what we got and let Michael Gallup get his legs from under him.
Yeah. Because we got to remember he was injured too, so he's trying to get back into rare form as well. So it's a process, and it's just my opinion, but I'm not surprised there was no major moves. I mean, let's go with what we got.
I'm really with PR. That's really what I wanted. I wanted them to go get a linebacker. I felt like that was more important to me than any receiver that they were looking at. More important than Brandon Cooks. More important than any of them. Because if you would have gone out and got DJ Moore, he's a great receiver, but he would have been expensive. Like that, you would have had to give up some serious draft capital to go out and get a guy like DJ Moore. And for a second and a fifth, I understand you got to pay Roquan, but the way things are coming, I don't know, man. I feel like everybody else is able to get paid, but somehow, some way, we're not able to manage our money for whatever reason.
Blame your general manager for that. You know who?
Why can't
I guess.
But why can't we go for broke? Why can't we go for broke like the Rams did last season?
Because we put too much money in 2 players. We put $90 million.
But Brandon's right.
Running back.
The Eagles went after Quinn.
Think about the Eagles' cap situation. The Eagles are in the best cap situation. They're not paying their quarterback. They're not paying. Who are they paying? AJ Brown. That's it.
Take cap out for this season. I mean, for next season, right? Take Cap out, go for broke this season, right? With a healthy Dak Prescott, with a dual back threat team that we got in the number one defense in the NFL. Go for broke. Go for broke on somebody that's gonna get us to the ship.
So do you not think, be too real, that what we have in place is not enough to get us there with this broken up NFC? Green Bay not being the team that they used to be. Tampa Bay.
Nobody scares me, but it's about versatility for me.
So we want to go pay that big money right now for a free agent when we can save that for next year? No, I mean that's just a question I'm asking.
No, I think that we should go for broke for the specific reason of versatility, right? If we have more options to get the ball upfield with more people, with threats everywhere on the field, I'm definitely secure in our offense all the way, which was the number one problem we had going into this season, was our offense. So build that up, because our defense is doing its thing. I mean, 29 points, yeah, whatever, but that's the first time that's happened all season.
All season. And really, we need to start respecting that Bears offense, because they're going to keep getting better too. They're going to keep getting better.
Yeah.
That Bears defense, that Bears offense, they might have gave away everything on defense, but their offense moved the ball against New England just the week before. They moved again. They put up more points than the Eagles did. The Eagles started in plus territory the entire first half they played against us.
Yep.
And I mean, like what they said with the Eagles, like they went and got Quinn, and they canceled the last 2 years on his contract, so he's gonna become a free agent. So they traded for him just for this season. So
right.
That's kind of what I see is that, look, the Eagles, what are they, 6-0 right now? 6-0, 7-0, and they still went out and made some moves, and that's kind of how I felt like we should have done. We're trying to get that chip. So,
but again, do y'all not think we have enough? I mean, I
think we do, but I think like PR and Rue said, if we can keep fortifying that defense, because the way Dan uses him, it's just he's coming in, bringing him in, and next up, and just keep refortifying that defense. But we didn't see that. We didn't see no moves. So I think everybody was kind of like, oh, okay, well, I guess we're not doing nothing. But then you see the Eagles make moves, and you're like, man, this is our competition, and they're doing something when they're 7-0, and we're not doing nothing, So it kind of like, okay, well, what's gonna be the move now?
Yeah, but
think about this.
I like what Buzz just said. We have enough if we stick to the game plan.
Yeah. G, think about this. What's the value in a mobile quarterback, right? When a player is dead,
well, we know what the value. We know the value. We saw what happened to Dak. He broke his damn ankle.
Right. No.
Don't Dad, come on now.
Stop.
You playing with him now. Playing with him now.
Set you up, Brady. Set you up.
That's not what he meant. No, he scored a touchdown is what he meant.
The value in a mobile quarterback is that if the play is dead in the pocket, he can roll out, make something happen. And that's all I'm saying. With you asked the question, do I think we have enough on the field? Yeah, kinda. But to secure that feeling even more, put 3 wide receivers like every other National Football League team has.
Hey, but I don't hate 23, man. I don't hate running that 23 with Peyton Hendershot, Jake Ferguson, and Dalton Schultz. They're doing their thing, man. Bro, are you watching Jake Ferguson block these people?
I'm serious,
Jake Ferguson is moving people around on that offensive line, dude, and it is a beautiful thing to see.
I can't believe you're using blocking as a argument.
What do you mean? To open up holes for my boy Tony Pollard? I'm absolutely all in on that.
Buzz said we don't need 3 receivers.
Yeah,
yes, we do.
And what he's saying is, and I'm sure what Buzz is saying is, because we use our tight ends so heavily, we use our tight ends as a receiver. But we can also convert from that 2 wide receiver, 1 tight end, to sliding Tony Pollard into the sliding Zeke. We can go to the empty backfield and still have a threat.
But we haven't done any of that. That's what I'm getting at. Like we ain't done none of that.
This is just Dak's second game back, and
this is week 8. We ain't done it 8 weeks.
But he's only played 3 weeks.
Second game back.
He's played 3 weeks total this season. Yeah. You're not going to show your whole hand the first half of the season.
I'm saying put Turpin on the field week 3, week 4. What does that do? Put him in.
They worked him in this week.
We ain't put nobody in.
Tobin is not ready. Evidently, he's not ready. He has.
So why use him?
Watch this. And the time that Tobin did play, Tobin had 0 catches. So, is this offense built for 3 receivers? Because what we see the week before that, Gallup had 0 receptions. So, I don't know. Is more better? Or do you go with like Buzz say, go with the game plan, go with what's working? I mean, you don't make moves just because everybody else is making moves. Hell, and we all know, personally, I think we're riding the back of this defense. We're riding the back of this defense. We got one of the best defense in the league. But all we asking our offense to do is not make mistakes. Just do what you're doing. So again, Jalen Tobin was in the game, 0 catches. So I don't know.
And what would have been better at the trade deadline but a replacement for Chris's boy LVE?
But why would we do that? Why would we do that when we got Jabril Cox? We got Jabril Cox.
We don't know why they're not getting in.
Damone stepped up.
Why we're not using Jabril Cox? So
Damone looks like he might get some more playing.
Damone gonna be on the field a lot more. You're about to see a whole lot more of Damone Clark.
Yeah,
he looked good.
A whole lot more.
He looked good for his first game. He's fast.
He called it last week though. Schultz was sure missing Dak Prescott.
Yeah. And you know what? I don't think Dalton Schultz wanted to run with Cooper Rush because he know he's more comfortable with Dak.
Yeah. So, I think you need to pull up the comment from the big fella.
We had 3 receivers last year when we averaged 32 points a game.
And we went one and done.
We didn't have this defense either, though.
Damn, man.
We didn't have this defense.
Here's your mic. Would you like your mic?
Yeah, we didn't have this defense, G.
We did.
We didn't have 3.
We did not have this defense.
So now
we still put up over 32 points.
So now we just put up our first over 30-point game. So this could be the start of something. Yeah. This could be the start. So again,
I hope we put a 50 against Green Bay.
Damn right.
Mm-hmm. In Lambeau.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I got a question. I got a big question that's been kind of, me and Buzz have been talking about it a lot. Me and Buzz, we've been going back and forth. So is Carr still 9 and Dak still 10? Or
oh man, okay. I knew I was gonna have to answer for this. I knew I was gonna have to answer for this at some point. I've just been waiting for my opportunity. Let me go ahead and get on my soapbox real quick. First of all, the Raiders have completely 100% fallen on their face. Nobody in this business bats 1,000. It is what it is. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I still feel the same way I feel about Dak Prescott. In terms of where I think he's at, because I want to see what happens with him at the end of the season. Because for me, right now, he's getting the best opportunity in the world to show everybody, hey, bro, it wasn't just the weapon.
You're such a hater.
It's me too.
Is this how you say I'm sorry, Rue?
What are you talking about?
Is this how you say I'm sorry I was wrong?
I'm not even saying I'm sorry. I'm saying I was dead wrong. I was wrong. I was wrong. The man has fallen on his face. He got Devontae Adams, and I don't know if it's all the way his fault or if we can put some of this blame on McDaniels and maybe just the fact that he is not a head coach in this league. But damn, man, you finally got like maybe he does better in the chaos. I don't know. Because last year he went through straight chaos. That's what gave me the utmost respect for the man. He went through chaos every single week. Somebody was going to jail, getting suspended, dying. Like, damn, man. Like, how many things got to happen to you in one season and you pull off what you pull off in one of the toughest divisions in football? I got to give you your credit. But now you 2-5? Damn. And nothing's wrong. Like, you have great run game. You have
Josh
great, you have
McDaniels.
Devontae Adams.
McDaniels. That's who it is.
That's what I mean. Like,
Josh
can we
Daniels,
really
whatever his
blame
name
it all
is.
on Derek Carr? Because I feel like Josh McDaniels got a lot to do with it. Like,
he
why
got
didn't
a
they
lot
just
to
stick
do
with
with
the
it.
interim guy? Like, damn,
24-0.
What the hell happened?
24-0.
I lost money on that game. That is the only game that busted my parlay. Damn Raiders. So I thought I was like, all right. I was like, they about to start winning. This is it. Like, this is when it's gonna happen. They're out of the bye week. They're gonna go face a poorest secondary in New Orleans. This, that, and the third. And then you get shut out.
Donut.
Golly.
Devontae Adams. Oh my Jesus.
He had 2 points.
They're running jet sweeps with Devontae Adams.
I don't even like, who is this guy coaching? Who is this guy? Who is this guy? He came from New England. Are you sure? I ain't never seen New England run nothing like this.
Yeah, that was just.
I feel bad for. I feel bad for Raiders fans, man. I do. I feel bad for the Raiders fans. I really do, because I'm just like, bro. I thought they were gonna be better than this. I thought their defense, bro. You had Max Crosby, Chandler Jones. They had a decent secondary. Josh Jacobs looks like he's trying to play for his career. Like he's having a career year. If you haven't,
so was he ranked above Dak because of his potential?
Who, Derek? No, because I had him above. I put him just over Dak because I'm watching what this man is doing in complete turmoil. I got to give him credit for what he's doing, man.
Potential. Potential.
It's not potential. He was what he was. Hey, man. Bottom line is, I was wrong. Dak Prescott, I'm sorry. I guess I'll switch you over. We'll go ahead and put you in there. We'll go ahead and put you in there. We're just gonna fix that. Let me just take you out, slide you right on up in there.
That's it. That's how
nobody batting 1,000. You telling me y'all been right about everything you've ever said? You know you lying if you say that. You know you lying. You know you lying.
Yeah, so hey, let's get on into this, man, before we get off this show, man. So let's take this time and let's give thumbs up. I'm going to let each one of you guys give thumbs up who you think deserves the thumbs up and thumbs down, who deserves the thumbs down. So we're going to start with you, 21 Armando. Who do you want to give your thumbs up to and who you going to give your thumbs down to?
My thumbs up is to Kellen Moore this game. That's my thumbs up. Kellen Moore, you were in your bag. I hope you keep it up. I'm excited. My thumbs down is to that run defense. We knew. I think we all said it on the show. We all knew Justin Fields was gonna run. We all knew it.
Yeah.
And I mean, if we know and we're Cowboy fans on the outside looking in, you would figure they know. But maybe it was like you said, D-Log getting different, bad angles. But we need so my thumbs down is for that run defense.
Yeah. BR Cowboy, who your thumbs up going to and who your thumbs down going to?
I think the thumbs up for me is going to be Tony Pollard stepping in the way he did. As much as, we give him the slack about being a lead back or, pass blocking, he stepped up. He did what, just like what Rush did for us when Dak was out. Pollard stepped up. So, thumbs down. Probably make Chris happy with this one, and I know Mondo there's a couple. It's going to be D-Law and LVE are my thumbs down guys. Mm-hmm. Both of those guys. I'm not going to put it all on LVE, but like you said, DeMarcus Lawrence not keeping containment.
Yeah,
on his side, it's bad. And then LVE, same thing. He's not playing with. He's not seeing the field. He's not seeing the play, and he's not hitting the hole like he's supposed to. So same thing with him.
5 yards late, but he's seeing it.
Yeah. He just don't get there.
Yeah.
Okay, B2 Real, your thumbs up goes to who?
My thumbs up goes to Tony Pollard, of course. I think he did amazing. Gave me 36 points on my fantasy. It's awesome. And the 131 just showed how much of a race car he is, man, on 14 carries. I appreciated everything he did offensively. My thumbs down goes to Rue for that long apology with so many contingencies. It had too many contingencies in that apology, and I just don't appreciate that. So I'm going to give Rue a thumbs down.
I appreciate you.
So Rue, who is your thumbs up to, and who's your thumbs down going to?
I'll tell you this. I would have told you Tony Pollard, but I'm gonna keep this light. I'm gonna give it to Dak Prescott for the sheer fact that the man looked like he got his legs back up under him. He was distributing the ball to every receiver that he could possibly distribute it to. He had 7 different receivers, so you gotta love seeing that. And I love seeing that this offense is finally starting to slowly click it back together.
Right.
Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna say. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. No, go ahead. Finish.
Thumbs down. I ain't gonna beat on a dead horse. We all know that run game was what it was at. That run defense, man. We can't have that. Can't have that run defense. It's not gonna. And Chris is right. We can't see this in January. Can't see this kind of run defense. If you're putting 200 yards on the field on us in January, and Dak Prescott's only on the field for so long, forcing him it's like put up or shut up. If you don't stay on the field, like we're in big trouble. This defense won't be able to hold up for that long, as good as it is.
Yeah. And like I say, it's one of those deals that hopefully we correct here soon. I'm going to probably give my thumbs up to Dak Prescott and Kellen Moore, just to see this offense run as fluid as it did, and see Dak be as poised as he was in there behind the line. I can also give a thumbs up to the offensive line. I mean, they only gave up 1 sack, so, thumbs up to Tyler Smith. You can go that route as well. But I'm going to say, it's saying like PR Cowboy, my thumbs down goes to Tank Lawrence. I mean, I know he was so eager to get the sack, but he lost his assignment, as far as playing that outside shoulder, and it cost us a few times, and that doesn't help the run game either. So, that's who my thumbs up and my thumbs down would go to, man. So, it just, hopefully, and like I say, to see Dak come back like he has and to do what he did, 21 for 27, man, that's fire right there, man. You know what I mean? So, it's good to see. So he's definitely got to get thumbs up from me, man. So, well, guys, hey, here we are, man, a little bit after 8, man, and we have done it once again, and shoot, hey, this is what we do on Wednesday night on What's Up Wednesday. So again, we'd like to thank everybody for coming through tonight. Part of this thank you, Cowboy. Thank you. Allow me to butt in, Rue in the house. And with that being said, guys, we're gonna move on and let you go and finish y'all night. And like I always say, don't nothing come to a sleeper but a dream. So let's make it happen. Dallas
Cowboys.
Deuce it. We